Hey guys, and welcome to Rants, where it's game time all the time. I'm your host Anthony Carrillo, and in this episode, I'm going to talk about the gunslinger himself, number 4, Brett Favre. Yes, that Brett Favre. The same Brett Favre that everybody retired and then came back and kept retiring and coming back and played for the Vikings and the Jets and everything else. Ever since he left the Packers in 2007, he's getting inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame, which he rightfully deserves. I don't care what you say. I don't care that he was floundering, retiring or not. Let me tell you something. Somebody's offering you millions upon millions of dollars to come back and play. Would you do it in the twilight of your career? Some team offers you $10 million or even $4 million to come play football. Would you do it? I think you would. And if you sit there and say you wouldn't, come on. Seriously, please. Especially if you're a quarterback. Quarterbacks always want to stay in the limelight. They want to be in the limelight. They want to lead their teams to victory. He just had opportunities to keep playing. Brett Favre came into this league almost a no-name. Came in, got drafted by the Falcons in the second round. Everything else happened with Jerry Glanville and having him throw the ball up into the third row. He got shipped off to the Packers. And as the saying goes, exit Wally Pipp, enter Lou Gehrig. Because then Brett Favre went on to start 293 consecutive games. Let me say that again. 293 consecutive games. If your team doesn't even make the playoffs, how many games is that? Please. How many years is that? 10, 15 years of playing. And as a quarterback, getting blindsided hit and getting hit on almost every throw and just getting your teeth kicked in all game, especially if you don't have a good offensive line and you come in and game out and play. Come on. That's crazy. That is the record that Brett Favre owns that nobody at any position will ever beat for the rest of time. It's like Pete Rose's hit record. It's like Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. It's Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. Brett Favre's consecutive game streak will stand forever. He had the touchdown record until Peyton Manning broke it. Passing records probably will be broken, but the test of an Iron Man is coming in and game out. And let's talk about the Green Bay Packers for a second. For having Brett Favre and then playing it off with Aaron Rodgers, because how rare is it to have one all-time great leave and then somebody else who's on their way to be an all-time great step right in like nothing, like there's no transition. Just step in Aaron Rodgers and that's it. When else did it happen? Off the top of my head, all I can think of is Steve Young, Joe Montana. Joe Montana leaves, Steve Young steps in. Also, think about the quarterbacks the Green Bay Packers have had. You had Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Somebody's doing something right over in Green Bay, Wisconsin. What other team has 3 titanic quarterbacks like that? Who? The Dolphins. I could start with the Dolphins. They have what? Bob Greasy and Dan Marino. The Steelers had Terry Bradshaw and Ben Roethlisberger's one too. Who else? There's really not a lot. Cowboys had Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman. Tony Romo's not in that conversation. I don't want to hear it, Cowboy fans. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it at all. But seriously, Brett Favre left the Packers in 2007. I really hope he gets a good reception. He deserves a hero's welcome because of all that he did for the Packers, all the years that he played. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer and everything else. But they're going to retire him into the Hall of Fame with a pretty star-studded cast. Jim Taylor, Paul Hornung, Bart Starr, Vince Lombardi, like Curly LeBeau. Come on. It's crazy. The Packers are doing something right, and the league should probably take notice because the Packers homegrown their own team. A lot of their players are not just brought in free agents. They draft them, they develop them, and they flourish. Start taking notice. Jets, please. Jets, New York Jets. Jets calling, please. But let me know what you guys think. You want to share a Brett Favre memory? You want to just talk about Brett Favre? You want to talk about quarterback trios or triplets or teams that have great quarterbacks? If I missed out on a team, let me know down in the comment section below. Email me your response or email me your email so you can join the newsletter that I'm going to be pumping out. Go to the Facebook page, go to Twitter, Instagram, everything else. Question of the day. What other teams do you believe have a star-studded quarterback cast like the Packers have with Brett Favre, Bart Starr, and Aaron Rodgers? Let me know. All right, this has been another episode of Rants, where it's game time all the time. I'm your host, Anthony Carrillo. Thank you, and have a nice day.